Hey guys, this is Same Sex Dialogue. We are broadcasting live right now, aren't we, baby?
Yes.
It's
our first live show.
It's our first live show. So, episode 8, your questions, our answers. Here we go.
Are you ready? Sit down, turn off the TV, and tell everyone around you to shut the f*** because it's time for Same Sex Dialogue Podcasts, where you'll hear the most entertaining discussions about gay topics, current events, and news. We speak our minds and nothing is off the table. Now here are your hosts, K-Town and the super sexy fashion queen herself, Kim Style.
Hey everyone, it's Kim Style. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Thanks for joining us today. It's our first live show.
Yes, it is. It's our first
live one.
So we're shooting from the hip, and know that if you submit a question to us via chat, we'll just try to come straight back to you and answer it. So you can keep that going throughout the show, even though we may be answering another question or talking about something else. Feel free to butt in anytime you want to.
Keep it coming. That's our show today. We're just going to be answering a lot of questions that you guys have emailed us or sent us a message through Facebook or whatever. So
so
I hit the floor running this morning.
What would you do? What were you doing?
I got the vacuum and sucked up every piece of Christmas glitter out of this house. I've already decorated for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I see that. A lot of red going on. Looks good, babe.
I love red. It's one of my favorite colors. Well, that and pink. And I like the color of champagne, too.
I'm sure you got it going over there, don't you?
Of course. It's my coffee. Speaking of, hang on.
You know what? I'm glad that, we went out and celebrated with some good friends on...
Yeah, we had a good time.
New Year's Eve. I don't know where you guys went, but we chose to not do the club scene this time.
Yeah,
I can't believe we didn't do that.
It's more like a gathering one.
Yeah.
With lots of food and a lot of spiked punch and a lot of champagne. I think I drank like 3 gallons of water yesterday. I was so dehydrated.
I went straight for the food when we got over there.
There was a lot of good food
there.
Good.
It was good. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I expected to see, more people over there, but for what he had, it was a good crowd, and something a little strange happened to us while we were over there.
Oh my! One of our pet peeves, actually.
From our last episode.
Yeah. Well,
it was going there.
It's actually just a pet peeve of mine. You hate it when girls do this.
I really do. I actually do hate it.
Well, I walked in and the host said, "Hey, there's someone here I want you to meet." And I said, "Oh, okay, she's fun like you. She loves fashion. She has on great shoes." And he introduced me to her and her husband, might I add. And the first thing she says,
oh my goodness.
She said, "Which one of you is the freak?"
Where did this come from? You know what? I walked in on the ass end of her saying that, because I was like that. I had just walked over to you and she was saying, "Which one of you, is a freak?" So I had no idea what was going on.
Well, it totally caught me off guard. So I said, "Oh, we're both freaks." But I wish I had gotten composure and said, "Oh, that's really interesting that you would ask me that."
Yeah. And
really put it back on her.
Right. You should have put it back on her, because, I was going to,
And then she was all over you all night long. So she definitely didn't want she wanted an experience.
I think they were
swingers.
Maybe. Absolutely. I think they were swingers. Yeah, I really do, by the way she was acting. But she tried to say a little something about her shoes and get me to notice her shoes, and which couldn't touch what you had on anyway. So.
Then I was over there marking my territory all around.
You really were. You reached out and gave me a kiss, and She was circling a little bit, though. She really
was.
That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of New Year's, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Well,
Or anybody out there want to, hone in and tell us their
Yeah, I would
because I have
love
a
to.
really good one, actually. Actually, I have a couple, but you go first, baby.
I really don't have one.
You don't
I mean,
do New Year's
mine
resolutions,
is no,
do
I
you?
really don't. Mine is always just to be a better person, the best person I can be, and to not. I guess really just to learn from mistakes and just be better every year. So, and
Honey, you are better every year, and your resolutions
so
are
sweet.
so much better than mine.
you're so sweet. Thanks, babe. I want to hear yours.
Okay, number
what
one
have
is,
you came up with?
is to drink more champagne. That's my number one. But I have another one. It's even better than that.
What is it?
Is to go out more and wear less.
Please do.
Is that even possible?
Please do it. Please do it. You won't make it out of his house.
Ooh, promise?
You won't make it out of the house. You know it. I love it. I love it. Hey, so, all right. So we're going to get with our Q&A here in a moment. And just want to say, this is episode 9. I mean, I can't believe it's
I can't believe it 9 either.
episode 9.
Oh, can I say, give a yell out to someone first?
Yes.
Our new friend
Of course.
Ross of the Good
Oh, yeah.
Podcast. You guys need to listen to his podcast. He's awesome. And Ross,
He's funny as hell.
I have listened to every single one of your episodes.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
am in love with you. And I'm a lesbian, but I love you. I can relate to you on so many levels. First of all, I'm a personal trainer. And can I just shout out to your muscles? Oh my God, I can tell you eat right and exercise. You look phenomenal. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, he does.
Speaking
He
of that,
does.
everybody's going to be calling me.
I want to
'cause
talk
it's
to his
January.
the psychic that he has
Yeah,
on the
Suzanne.
medium. Yes,
Oh,
I love to
Suzanne.
talk to
Yeah,
Suzanne.
They have happy hour with the dead.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to call in on that show. Ross, I started to actually chime in and chat with you yesterday, but I was at work and I couldn't do that readily. But I did.
He had two
listen
live
to
shows in 2 days because we listened to that
Well, I
one
listened to
this
it
morning too.
yesterday. He had one this morning. He's having a lot of live shows, but the one yesterday I was going to chat with him, but I know I wouldn't have time to finish. But I did enjoy it for what little bit I did hear of it. He's got a very, very good podcast. He's actually, I think when I looked on the website, he was the either the staff pick or he was the featured podcast. So he's doing great. He really is doing
He has
great.
a lot of good recipes on his blog too.
Yeah,
I
I've seen
cannot
it.
wait to try
All
some of them.
look good. Ross, you got to try Kim's cooking. It's amazing, to say the least.
Stop it. You also
It
think
is.
I can sing.
You can sing. You can
No,
sing.
I can cook, but he's a professional. I just cannot wait to try
Hey,
some of his stuff.
He really needs to try your food. You know it's good, Kim. It's,
Okay,
when my
it is
family
good.
fights,
It is good. When I cook,
My
when I
family
can
fights
cook,
over your cooking.
When I can cook for a black family and they love it and beg for my sweet potato casserole and my banana pudding, it just doesn't get any better. That's my two great things around the holidays.
no, it's a lot, but yeah, that's one of the two. Yes, it is.
I put my heart in my cooking, that's for sure.
You really do. And your foot in the motherfucker too.
My heart, my foot.
Hey, you know what? All right, let's get to a question. You go first, babe. Or no, let me go
I
first.
want you
for
to go first.
All right, so I have one for you that I picked out.
Wait,
and-
for me?
Yeah, this for you.
Okay.
Lynn asked this and said, Kim, have you ever dated a femme girl? Or have you always dated, butch girls? And why? And she says, by the way, I'm straight, and she enjoys our show.
Are you sure you're straight, Lynn? Okay, first things first. No, I have never dated a femme girl. I do appreciate them, and I appreciate beauty, but I'm not attracted to them. Let me put it to you like this.
Explain it to her.
Okay.
Because some people, don't understand why, if you're going to be a lesbian, why not be with a feminine,
beautiful, feminine girl, such as myself. Because
Right.
a lot of my straight friends will say that to me. Like, I just imagine you with a beautiful, feminine. You like girls, your girlfriends aren't girly. They're not like girls, they're like guys. And I tried to set up, I've talked
What?
about my best friend is a gay guy. His name is George. And I tried to introduce him to another friend of mine. That was
You didn't
gay.
tell me this though, right?
Yes, I did. I
did?
did. It's been a
I don't
while.
remember.
It's been a while, but he set me straight. Quote
I slept
unquote.
a few.
He's into music. He's a music instructor, band instructor, and he has this old antique grand piano that's worth like $40,000 in his home. And I was sitting on his couch, and I said, "I really want you to meet my friend.
Yes.
We'll say Bobby."
Uh-huh.
And he said, I showed him a picture, and he said, "Kim, I love that piano right there, and it's beautiful, but I don't want to have sex with it." He
Right.
said, "Your friend is not my type,
Right.
so I'm not, he's a beautiful man, but it's not my type, it's not what I'm attracted to."
Right.
And I said, "Oh, I'm going to use that when people say, why don't you date really beautiful feminine women?"
Right.
So it's the heart wants what it wants.
Right.
And I'm attracted to the manliness and of a
me.
lesbian.
Just say it.
Of you,
Of me.
baby.
Don't
Just of
even
you.
play.
And you're absolutely hands down the epitome of that.
Thank you for that, babe.
I sensed it when I saw you across the room for the first time.
And you know what? You are, for me, what I truly love about being with a woman. I can't be with well, you and I call them tweeners,
Yes.
I can't be with a female who is, she might have a pretty face, but she's, she wears men's clothes or, she's not really feminine in
Yeah, some of our
my
friends.
mind. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Some of my friends, they share the same closet.
So, right.
Can you imagine?
I can't do it. I will not have you in my Timberlands. You can forget it. You wouldn't. It's not what you want anyway. You have no desire.
Wait a minute. I have a pair of boots that look
Yes,
like
you do,
that,
but they're
they're like
heels.
6
That's
inch
right.
high heel
That's hot.
Timberland boots.
That's hot. That's hot. You do have that. You do.
And I wear
But
those
we don't
with
share each other's clothes.
No,
and
never.
I don't want to. I'm not trying to put on your mascara and put on nail polish and you know what I mean. For me, you have to be absolutely feminine.
and opposite for me. That's why
Yeah.
you and I work so
That's
well
right. We work
together.
absolutely well
We're
together.
we say this almost every time. We're total opposite on everything.
Yeah, it is.
But
And
it
it's
works.
You damn right, and it's amazing.
And we're still so attracted to each other. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is.
I love it.
I love it too.
I've
baby.
never been so attracted to anyone as I am you. I stay turned on all the time.
I
with you.
stay turned on all the
You-
time by
sometimes
you.
you'll be over here working on the computer, and I can see you from the back, and I see your traps, and I'm like, I have my own Hercules. It's my own personal Hercules.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you don't
I
even
have
know
my
it.
own Brazilian Barbie over there, just looking hot as ever, always. But
Thank
you know
you.
what?
They don't know I clean house and hot pants and high heels for you. Of course, I'm doing that for you. You know, my feet are killing me, but I'm like, I'm going to turn her on no matter what.
I love it, man. You know it. I do love
I
it.
cook in high heels. I do it. Well, I do everything in high heels.
You really do. You
I have
won't really
cowboy
go
boots
out
on
this house.
today, though.
Yeah, you do, and
They're sexy,
They're very
though.
sexy. You will not go out of this house without heels on. Hardly. You really won't, and that is a turn on like you wouldn't believe. I mean, that's why you always get not harassed, but you get stalked at the grocery store or
The mall.
You're going to stay out of that one store that you know what I'm talking about. You've
Which
been in there
one?
twice.
Which one?
The one that's got all the yarn, or it's like a craft store.
Oh, Joanne?
Stay out of Joann's.
No, it's not Joanne.
What is
it? AC Moore.
Yeah, you're going to stay out of AC Moore, for real. Tell them what happened to you. And I mean, I've never...
There's some things I can't say.
Is it?
That's twice.
Well, you don't...
Okay,
just tell them a little bit about what happened.
Ladies, if there's a man and he is straight and he's in AC Moore by himself, he's only in there for one reason. I do see some gay guys in there. I get why they're in there.
Yeah.
But not a straight guy. I'm trying to get something framed, and this guy is just pacing back and forth, and I see him out of my peripherals, and...
I wasn't with you, by the way, or
no,
that
weren't.
wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. But go ahead.
I don't know if you guys had anything framed, but it takes a long time to decide on the frame, the matting, and everything, and it is very expensive. It's very expensive to have things framed.
Yeah.
Side note. But this guy, for a moment, I thought he was an employee there. And then I thought, no, because he's not working at all.
Right.
He's just trying to work me.
Yeah.
And people don't know that I'm little, but I'm a little dynamite.
Yeah, you really are.
It's like that. The same thing happened to me at CVS the other
That's
day.
right. Hey, he wasn't expecting the way you came at him with, you were being very stern.
Yeah.
And what you said, it just took him totally off guard.
He just off guard.
Yeah, he walked away immediately. So,
but back to AC Moore, the guy, kind of semi-stalked me during my visit, trying to get, my matting done and stuff and my framing.
And the guy was doing, what was the sales guy? The sales guy was trying to have you buy some. Oh, gosh. And he was on your last nerve, wasn't he?
Well, $1,000 to frame and mat two pieces.
That's
and I
crazy.
Said, no.
You was like, no, dude.
No, dude, that's way too much. And that was with a 33% discount. I said, so you're telling me that without the discount, it would be $1,300.
That's crazy.
Okay, so back to him. So I'm checking out because I did buy a couple things, and I go and I said, okay, I didn't see this guy. I felt a little safer. I walk out to my car. He's waiting on me at my car, so he saw me actually drive in and park.
Yeah. So he knew that was your car and everything.
And he said some very vulgar things.
Let me tell you something.
I just got in my car and whipped away. But at CVS, it's a couple days before Christmas, I go in there and I'm getting some pictures printed. And this guy's following me around the store. And I even said to the cashier, I said, I pointed at him. I said, I don't know if you know him or not, but he's a freak. I said, he's followed me in every aisle. She said, just be careful going out. Well, he kind of made his way out the front door before. I thought, okay, good, he's gone. He is waiting on the sidewalk for me when I walk out the door.
None of this ever happens when I'm with you.
I know.
God help him if I had been with you.
I know. Oh, gosh, I can't even imagine.
God help him if I had been with you. Or if I'd been sitting in the car, you know what I mean? And seeing this man waiting on you to walk out.
So I walk out, and he's standing there on the sidewalk, and he starts walking towards me. And I think experience just when I was 20, I'd have been like, I'd have been scared. But I looked at him and I said, don't walk any closer. There's nothing for you over here. I said it very loud. He couldn't get to his car quick enough. So ladies, just make noise. They don't like that.
No, and they start stepping away.
Yeah, they think, oh, she's little.
Yeah.
She's probably
if you had just cowered down and been like, I just want to just leave me alone or something, he would have been more forceful, I think. I
think so too.
So yeah,
I think so too. I'm little, but I can't even spell the word meek. And anybody knows me knows
that right,
because I'm a ball of fire, especially if I feel threatened.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go down physically, but I'm gonna go down with a fight.
I showed you how to get out of all that stuff.
Yes, I showed you how to get out of all that
self-defense
stuff.
Yeah. Everybody needs to know how to do that. So it makes you feel safer.
So Lynn, does that answer your question? Yay! Ooh, I have one for you.
What is it?
Let's see. But it's about me. Okay, I'm gonna go anyway.
What is it?
K-Tam, how long does it take Kim to get ready to go out, and how long do you have to wait on her? Thanks, CJ. Oh, gosh.
Oh, goodness. Well,
I really want to answer this,
no,
but it's to you.
Okay. All right. So Kim is the absolute best person I've ever seen with time management. You can start getting ready for like something that you know is going to take you
like an event for
like
Pride.
an event.
It takes me 3 days to get ready for that.
It does.
But I start 4 days ahead of time.
You do. But see, it takes you if it takes you 3 hours to get, you like to take your time anyway. So it may take you 2 or 3 hours to get ready. However, you're ready right at the point where you have enough time to walk out the door, you have enough time to drive there, and you're there right on time every time.
Every time.
And
100% of the time.
With me, I'm not that way. See, I'm a Gemini.
Stop blaming your son for your tardiness. And me, yeah,
I'm a Gemini. Geminis don't just don't show up all the time.
Can I just say, and I stole this off of TV. I think it was Atlanta Housewives.
What?
You're on black people's time. And then I'm on my time, which is always on time. People can't believe.
Well, we kind of just, we kind of balance it out.
There's no balance in on time and tardiness.
Baby, look. Okay, so check this out. Have I not gotten a little bit better with that? I mean, you were getting very, very frustrated with me, and I understood that. And so now I'm either ready right on time or I am waiting on you. Right?
I'm going to take a little bit of credit for that because I will yell down the stairs, all right, I'll be ready in 15 minutes. 5 minutes later, okay, I'll be ready in 10 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes later, okay, 5 minutes, let's walk out the door. I come downstairs, I still have to wait.
Baby,
the struggle is real here. Struggle is real.
It's not been too bad. I've kind of curved it.
It is a little better. I will give you that credit.
Okay. Well, you know what? A lot of people wouldn't believe as beautiful as you keep yourself, how you are able to just be on time everywhere you go. I mean, a lot of men I know are waiting on their girlfriends to get done, and they're late going. I'm never waiting on you. You're always done.
Have you ever waited on me?
I've never waited on you. I've never, since we've been together, I've never waited on you.
Thank you for admitting that. Thank you. I've been waiting 4.5 years to hear that. Next.
All right, let's see here. I got a question for you, honey.
Okay.
All right, so this is a good one. This is a good one for you, babe. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you? And so Jason submitted this question.
Okay. Do I have to just one?
No, you can just. You've got many, so I don't know how you want to answer that.
All right. Okay. I went to a psychic one time, and he
was that Bobby
Drennan, and told me some awesome things about what had happened, what was going to happen, who to steer clear of, and who was going to make my day, and
the one whose book you couldn't pull yourself away from.
I am reading his book right now, and I highly recommend it. If anybody out there knows who Bobby Drennan is, he was he's passed about 1.5 years ago, but wonderful psychic / medium. And one of my clients has actually become my friend, was really close to him. Go and spend the weekend with him at his house. Mm-hmm. So she got me in with him on a whim, and I had some questions about my life and stuff, and I know my friends know some things that had happened to me that was very disturbing, I will say. So I wanted to see him and get some answers. Mm-hmm. But one thing that was funny was he told me that he saw the color of my aura.
Right.
And I think that a normal person doesn't really realize what that is, but it's like this kind of like a smoke around you.
Like a spectrum of color.
Yes. And a different color means different thing. Like if you are pure white around there, that means you're brutally honest. And I read that in his book last week.
Yeah.
But he did tell me, he said his best friend was the same color as me, and her name was Kim also. No, I'm sorry. His wife's name was Kim.
Okay.
But he said, your aura attracts crazy people. And I said, I just started laughing. I mean, we're in the middle of a serious appointment. And I started laughing. I said, oh, is that what it is? My aura attracting all these crazy people? Well, lo and behold, there's this lady, and I use that term loosely, at the club one night.
Oh,
I had never met her. She did come up to me.
Telling what happened.
She said, aren't you Kim Style, which that's not my real last name, but I said, yes.
Did you didn't know her?
No, I'd never seen her before. Never even laid eyes on her. And a lot of times when people do that to me, I say, no, Kim is my evil twin. And that's probably what I said to her, actually. Well, she starts telling me all about her medical ailments. And I don't know what all I can say on this, but she's telling me, I can't even say that, just because I'm too much of a lady.
Yeah, don't say it.
But she went in way too much detail about her bodily functions that I don't even talk about in front of
you. Can't say like what it was kind of roundabout what was happening. So
okay, let me think how I'd say that. Her elimination process was coming out the wrong
her lady parts.
Orifice.
Was coming out her lady parts.
You said it.
It was coming out her lady parts. Only way you could.
And I'm about to die. My friends that are around me, kind of hearing the conversation, I'm like, "Get me out of this! Get me out of this, please! Get me out of this!" Oh my God! I was like, no, listen, lady, we just met. I don't need to know this about you.
It's probably what Bobby meant when he said you attract crazy people. What else has happened? This is funny, babe. What has happened? What else?
Crazy. Let's see. What is the strangest thing? Well, I have a lot of stories. We don't have time for them, but
one more. Let me hear something else.
Several years ago, I was on this TV show. I co-hosted a live TV show with a friend of mine, and I had no idea. It wasn't the first commercial I had done, because I've done several commercials, and knew that locally, people might say, "Hey, there's that girl from that commercial."
Yeah.
But I was in Fredericks of Hollywood, and I saw these guys kind of gathering around outside the store. And they're like, "Yeah, it's her." Well, people are gathering to see what they're looking at.
Oh yeah, so yes.
And
That's
I don't know if you guys ever been in Fredericks of Hollywood. Hopefully you have, but it's not a very big store.
It's a small store. It's a very small store. Yeah,
I almost get claustrophobic in there. But I was the only customer, and the sales lady, the cashier, was like, "What is going on outside?" And a couple of the guys started coming in the store, wanting to know if I was the girl from that show.
Yeah,
till it got to the point that she had to call security. I had to end my shopping spree. That didn't make me too happy. And I had to be escorted. I'm like, wait, I need to get a lot more money for all this. I need my own personal bodyguard. That's where you come in.
That's funny.
But I guess that's
I would have been outside that store too.
I know you would.
I've been in it. I've been in it. In your ear. In your ear.
So dirty.
All right, so what else we got? Let me see here.
Let me see if I have a question for you.
No, I'm not. It's my turn.
Talking about me.
It's my turn.
Hey, enough about me. What do you think about me?
I got one for you, babe.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. So Paige says, do you guys ever get on each other's nerves?
I'm going to let you answer that first. She only gets on my nerves when I'm at the front door tapping my toe waiting, because I've been getting ready for 7,000 days. It takes her 5 minutes to whip it together, and I'm the one waiting.
You know what?
But I'm not bitter.
Are you sure? Babe,
Yeah.
you know that, well, I'll say this. I am very patient by nature.
Yes, you are.
I don't get agitated or aggravated or stressed or anything like that. So
Oh, no.
I'm very easygoing. However,
however, there's a however. I'm biting my acrylics right now.
Sometimes you do get on my last nerve, but it's when, like, you might want to
I wish they
show
could
me
see my
something.
face
You're
right
like,
now.
baby, let me show you how does this look up on this shelf, and you tell me go get it and put it here, and then I'll put it there, and I'll look at it and say, yeah, it's pretty or whatever, and then you'll walk away and be like, go put that back, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No, you wanted it there, but it's just sometimes.
That's the gay in me, honey. It has to look good. It has to flow. And it has to be pretty.
It's just far and few between, but sometimes you do. I mean, most of the time, no, you really don't. I'm just too patient, and I don't let things get to me. So I'm sure I get on yours, so you can go ahead and tell the truth about that or
Well,
whatnot.
absolutely, you are the most patient person I've ever met. I don't know how you do. I think being in the military taught you that.
Yeah,
Honestly,
probably, yeah.
Because I don't think if you think about who you were before the military, were you that patient?
I was,
Because
but
you really
know,
do
that,
want what you want.
I do, but yeah, I think that is some of it. Has attributed some of that being in the military. They do teach you patience, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So you didn't answer the question though. Do I get on you?
The only time that works my nerves is when I have gotten ready for days.
Mm-hmm.
I have to color my hair. I have to do my nails, and I have to get pedicures,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to get a massage, and I have to do all this stuff, but I plan ahead. But by nature, where
Mm-hmm.
you are patient, I have no patience whatsoever. I wish I had your patience, but I wish you had a little bit of my time management.
Yeah.
Even my
I'm
clients
working
are
at
like, how do you, because I go to people's homes. People may not know that. I travel to people's homes and do personal training in their homes. And I've done this for years,
Right.
and they're always like, how
Right.
do you pull in my driveway exactly the minute you're supposed to?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
I
don't
don't
know how
know. I don't know because
I don't know how you
I've
do it
already
either.
trained 3 people this morning. So I think my job actually had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. I've never seen anybody manage time like you. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn it back too? Can you turn back the hands of time? Hey, I'm glad that you are getting more patient with me. I'm glad you're getting more patient with me, and things work out for the are working out for the best. I'm sorry about that, guys. My throat is bothering me today, so
You need some champagne?
Yeah.
I have some.
Is that your cure-all?
It's the
Is your
cure-all
cure-all?
for everything. It's the happy juice.
All right, what you got over there?
I
babe?
have you one more question. I think this is to you.
You do?
Yes.
Let's see.
And Adam asked,
Mm-hmm.
K-Town, you had mentioned we were talking about you being in the military.
Mm-hmm.
You had mentioned in another episode that you were in the military
Mm-hmm.
when it was don't ask, don't tell. He must be gay. I'm serious.
Really, Kim?
Did you have any issues with not being able to be yourself? Adam.
It was hard at first. You can't be openly looking or talking about your sexuality. That was the messed up thing about being in the military at that time. So, but as got through your training and you got to your permanent party, meaning where you were going to be stationed at, you kind of knew who was gay and who wasn't. You know what I mean? Your gaydar is just it leads you to the right people. So those people tend to stay together, and you meet people through them. So that was really the only way you could go out. You couldn't even get caught at a club or something. It was hard. It was hard, but I made it work. You know me.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm so glad
me.
that's not like that anymore. Can you imagine the military without gays?
Absolutely. I don't know. That's something. We've been in there, okay? They just haven't known it. Mm-hmm. Gays have been in the military, you know? But there was something interesting that I seen on your friend Gary's Facebook today. Oh, about that, you know, that video that we...
Yeah.
That guy that was... He was absolutely ridiculous.
That was terrible.
It really was.
Talk about a white supremacist.
Yeah. He didn't...
I think...
He acted like he was back in, you know, I don't know, 1800s or something. I mean, it was awful the way he talked to that
I will tell
black
you,
guy.
when I was watching that, you showed it to me, he honestly looked like something was wrong with him mentally.
Yeah.
And to still think that way, I think on our video podcast, we should show that video.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even care to
crazy.
share that on our page.
It's awful. It's awful, but his I don't know what he done. Okay, I don't know what kind of job he had, but it did stayed in there. He was immediately fired.
Good.
They will never do business with him again. But if he had the cojones to come out and say that, he should know that we're in a different time now, and people will absolutely cut ties, every tie they have with you,
I'm
to
surprised
separate
if you
themselves from you and never, you know, be known to have an association with someone who openly says, you know, hateful things like that or racist things like that to people.
I wonder if he even has a job at this point.
He probably don't.
Because, I mean, companies cannot, they're liable.
They can't risk it. That's right. They can't risk it.
Right, for racism.
Yeah. They can't risk it. So he's just dug his own grave.
He sure did. He sure did.
Rightfully so. So, well, I tell you what. How do you feel about this live show, baby?
Hey, I actually enjoyed it.
I enjoy it too.
It's kind of nerve-wracking. Luckily, I have champagne and Chanel.
Will you quit it? I had a good time. I mean, we will be having these at least, try to do them once a week, along with pre-recorded podcasts. We do have our app available in the Google App Store, so people can go
to you.
And download that. Thank you, baby. I work very hard. We both do.
No, I don't.
To produce this podcast.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You are actually the brains behind all of it, and
don't listen to her. I'm here for the champagne and free Chanel bags. She works late hours while I'm sleeping. I'm getting my beauty sleep. You know, I have to look pretty for these podcasts.
You're here for the what?
The champagne and free Chanel bags.
I'm done with you. But anyway, our app is now out. Guys, go out and download that onto your Android device. It is free. We don't charge for it. You can catch all of our episodes as well as our live ones. It gives you the ability to be able to chat with us and ask any question you have. You can also... hold a minute. Oh, hey, Teezy. Teezy said live show was a success.
Yay, Teezy. Hi.
Hey, Teezy. We appreciate your support. We
Absolutely.
both love you. We love you very much, honey.
Yeah, we need to see you soon, by the way.
Yeah, you need to come down here to the house.
Happy holidays, sweetie.
We will be having a app for Apple come out soon as well. Okay, so working on that. Our website is now in a mobile version, so it looks better on your phone. You'll be able to, listen to our episodes right from your phone. It's very, very easy. It takes you to the Spreaker website, I think. And please tune in again. Kim and I will be doing something with Ross from the Good Podcast. We will let you guys know when that is so you can tune in to him. If you don't know who he is, he is out of... Is he out of Chicago?
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gay, of course, and he's very funny. He's very funny.
He is. I
He's
love
very-
him. I love
He's very funny. So we've been listening to his podcast all day, and we'll continue to support him. And so, Kim, do you have anything you'd like to say?
No,
babe?
just that I'm super uber excited that you guys joined us today. Happy holidays, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys, and thank you for joining us. I love you, honey.
I love you more.
Well, that's the end of the show. Have a question or want to put your 2 cents in? Send us an email or follow us on Twitter. But don't forget to subscribe for future shows because, well, you're nosy, and that's a good thing. Now, you don't have to go home, but you do have to get the hell up out of here. Ciao, baby.